Hi everyone, and welcome to week 2, and congratulations on finishing week 1. I've been enjoying getting to know all of you. Thank you for emailing me and just introducing yourself on the discussion board. It's been a lot of fun getting to know each and every one of you. So my goal in this video is to introduce you to Module 2. So if you scroll down, you'll notice that Module 2 looks very similar to Module 1. So what I'm going to cover in this video is very similar to what I did last week in terms of just introducing you to the assignments, making sure you understand what's expected of you this week, and then also offering some advice on how to pace yourself throughout the week. So this module unlocked on August 30th at 8 p.m., and you have until September 6th at 8 p.m. to finish it. Obviously, you found the summary video because you're watching this. So once you're done with this, the first thing I would recommend doing is getting into your Revel Learning Management System. So remember, you do that by clicking Pearson Revel. Once you click on that, it'll take you to your Pearson Revel landing page, and there should be a button that says something like Start Next Assignment. And so you'll simply click there. So we're moving on to Chapter 2 or Module 2, whichever it is referred to in the Revel system that you're looking at. And so basically you do the same thing, just keep clicking the next button on your pages until you get to the end, which is your Revel quiz. So remember, that's the one that you get maximum points for getting it right the first time, and then subsequently get partial credit depending on when you do get it correct, how many subsequent attempts. So that's what I would do on day 1, maybe like Monday or Tuesday of the week. Again, I highly recommend getting an early start. So start with your Revel reading and your Revel quiz. Also on that day, I would recommend participating in the discussion board. So here what we're going to do is we're going to get started with a more typical discussion board. Last week was just fun getting to know each other. So this is actually going to relate to your reading and relate to what I'm talking about in the video PowerPoint. So if you look in your Revel Learning Management System, there's a section 2.1. And so in that, your authors are talking about operational definitions. And so just read the description of the assignment here, but essentially I'm asking you how you would define love in a way that it could be measured. So what I mean by that is picture that you're doing a research study and one of your variables is love. So meaning that you're interested in studying love. How would you actually measure it? How would you capture it? How would it actually be represented in your study? And so what I'm going to ask you to do on the first time that you participate in the discussion board is go in here and just provide your best answer, okay? And so what I've done this week is you have been assigned small groups, so you'll just be interacting with a small number of students just to kind of increase the engagement and make it feel a little bit more like a conversation rather than you're just kind of blasting messages out into internet space. And so that's the discussion board. So again, maybe Monday or Tuesday, go in there, put in your first thoughts. There's no right or wrong, but try not to be too silly or ridiculous. Try to, genuinely think about this because this is one of the challenges of being a researcher. Okay, so that's what I would do early on in the week. More towards the middle of the week, maybe like Wednesday, Thursday, I would recommend looking at the PowerPoint slides. So again, similar to last week, I've actually posted the PowerPoint slide document so you can download it, print it, put it on your Kindle, however you want to keep your lecture notes. And I've just provided the actual PowerPoint slides so that you can take notes or mark them up in whatever way you learn best. This week I had to post it as 4 PowerPoint videos. Again, I'm sorry that it's broken up over multiple files or multiple links. It's simply because at 15 minutes it cuts me off, and apparently I had a lot to say this week. I got to talk about research methods, which is one of my main passions in the field of psychology. So I tried to keep it short. Obviously, I did not do very well, but that's why it's broken up across 4 YouTube links. So that's what I would do. Next, more towards the middle of the week, look at the PowerPoint slides, look at the PowerPoint videos, and then I would also then do the class assignment for this week once you've gotten through my PowerPoints. Okay, so once you're done watching me lecture and you've read the PowerPoint slides, the next thing I would do is this class assignment. Similar to last week, what you'll do is you'll click this document, you'll actually save it onto your computer. Okay, so the first thing you should do, go up here, click Save As, and save it somewhere in your computer that you can find it, like your desktop, or again, maybe even more ideally would be a folder you've dedicated to this class. And so what you're going to do is you'll just go in here, and you're just going to write your answers into the document, okay? So for the first few questions, what I'm asking you to do is consider a few correlational studies. And then for each of them, you're going to tell me whether it's a positive or negative correlation. And then you're going to give me 2 alternative explanations for each of those findings. This might seem kind of weird because, if you haven't listened to the PowerPoint yet and you haven't read in Revel, you're probably like, I don't understand what an alternative explanation would be. This will make a lot more sense once you've gotten through your Revel reading, your Revel quiz, and then also watched my PowerPoint videos. Essentially, I'm just asking you to provide 2 explanations for why these 2 things might be related, okay? A key here would be correlation does not imply causation. Okay, so that's the kind of hint or the key for these 2 would be refer back to when I talk about correlation does not imply causation. Hopefully that'll help you out. So you'll answer those questions. And then this last bit, what I want you to do is go to BuzzFeed. I've provided the link. And what I want you to do is just scroll through the quizzes that they've done. And just look find one that looks fun to you. It doesn't have to be anything specific. Just make sure it's appropriate for class. So pick any BuzzFeed quiz that you want to take it, and then answer these questions about it, okay? Again, you will be better off answering the questions about reliability and validity after you've read in Revel and after you've watched my PowerPoint videos, okay? So you'll fill in your answers, just type them in here, you'll hit save, and then what you'll do is you'll come back here. In your version, there's a submit button. You'll upload your completed version of the assignment to this screen, and then I'll go in and grade them that way. Once you are done, after you've hit submit, you can go ahead and look at the correct answers. But remember, it would be an honor code violation to access the answers before you've uploaded your version, okay? So again, that is what I would do more towards the middle of the week. And this would also be a great opportunity to check back into the discussion board and give some replies to some of your classmates. You're only required to do 1. I'd love to see more engagement than that. It only takes you 5 minutes to, shoot off some answers to some students. I think it's going to be really interesting to see the ways you guys come up with for measuring love. So I hope you're excited to answer your classmates and engage on that topic a little bit. Then after that, you have one more thing to do. So more towards the end of the week, but not last minute. Okay, not last minute. You're going to want to go in and do your timed quiz. And so again, you will have 15 minutes to complete 10 questions, and this is closed book independent work. Okay, so you only get 1 shot at each of the questions. And please prepare before you go in and do it, because a lot of your grade is coming from your timed quizzes. And so just be mindful that these quizzes matter. The Revel quizzes are a little bit more of like a study tool. That's why you get multiple attempts and you get partial credit. The time quiz, those are a little bit more serious. So please be mindful about when you take those and whether or not you're prepared. Okay? Then that's it. So just remember to get all those things done by September 6th at 8 p.m. At the exact same time that this is all due. Module 3 will unlock. So again, go ahead, watch the welcome video. It'll be very similar to this week's video. I'll explain all the activities, give you a heads up on some advice of how to complete it, and then you'll be off enrolling for Module 3. So again, good luck with everything. Let me know if you have questions about anything I just said, and that's it. Go ahead and start Module 2.